Hello and welcome back to JP Gaming, and today we are back with some Kerbal Space Program. And today we are gonna try and first of all we're gonna set up some more relays, because as we can see here we do have some relays out now. We have the one out in deep space, which is that one that can connect us somewhat. I would like to put out at least one more into a smaller orbit than this one. Hopefully one between Earth and Venus. And then we're also gonna land on the moon, and we're also, maybe if I have the time, we're gonna go to Venus as well. And if we have the science, we will probably get the science from the moon landing project thing. But yeah, hopefully we can get this engine, the nerve engine, because I think we need that to go to Venus, because we're gonna have to slow down a whole bunch, at least to get into an orbit around Venus, and that's probably gonna cost pretty much to do that. It's not gonna be cheap. But anyhow, let's start out with building a relay, just because I want to have at least one more relay out into like deep space, and then I want one with just this size of the antenna. I guess the second to biggest. Yeah, there's one that's bigger than this, but this is second to biggest, yeah. So we're gonna build out something, not that one. We're gonna build something quite simple. Like I said, with this one we just want to put in orbit around the Earth. And then I'm gonna take the same rocket that I had, because you already have one built that I know can make it into interstellar space or interplanetary space. I don't know what to call all of these things. Anyhow, into an orbit around the sun that is not also an orbit around Earth, if you get what I'm saying. I have a rocket that can get a relay that far, so I'm just gonna take that once I'm gonna do that. But we're gonna start out now with building a new one, and this one is gonna be the one around Earth. Let's set up an action group for this one, and we're probably not gonna need that much fuel on it, but I want to have at least like a couple of thousand. But wait a second, I can take the smaller battery on this instead, just have one of these, because we're not gonna be depleting that much energy. We're not gonna transmit anything from this, so I don't need the bigger one. And let's see with that, how much delta V do we have? Not too much. So I'll probably build this kind of in the same configuration as the last one. Can have these a little bit wider out, so we don't clip everything together too much. Relay 3, I think this is gonna be. And let's slap a decoupler on there. Let's see if that engine was not auto-strutted, and neither were these. And let's check the rest of the parts. Those are not that one, and that one is done, that one is done. Perfect. And then we're gonna put this on, so we have something protecting it once we launch. And then a stage here, and then 1 or 2 stages below this, of course. Aw, thank you, Daddy Palpatine. I just read your message. That's so nice of you. Yeah, I mean, if you don't know anything about this game, I totally get that it can be quite confusing. But you're basically playing NASA, and now I'm playing NASA with an enormous amount of funds, or actually how much funds I want. How do I put that into a better word? What's the word for oändligt? We have basically how much money we want, and we can do whatever we want as long as we get science, and that's awesome. So right now we're just setting up a relay, which is a big ass antenna that's gonna help us to be able to send out, probes and stuff, and actually have connection with them, so we know what they're doing, know what's going on with them. I think we can have 4 on that. The top part of this rocket isn't that heavy. It just bugs me that I couldn't figure out the word. Wait a second. I just need to Google Translate this. No, not sign. Infinite was the word. I don't know why I couldn't come up with the word infinite, but yeah, we have infinite funds. We have infinite money in this thing, basically. So we can do pretty much whatever we want, like I said. But we are not just fucking around. We are actually gathering science to unlock new things, so we can go further and yada yada yada. You get what I'm saying. Or at least you probably get the principle of it. It's pretty easy. Although building the rockets and stuff are not that easy. I've heard. I've played this game for so long. So for me, it just feels like it's easy, but I know it's not. So I just sound like a douche when I say, oh, Kerbal Space Program. Oh, but that's easy. Nowadays it is. It is fun, and yes, I agree, it's also kind of terrifying sometimes. One thing that I have been thinking of, talking about space in real life now, and the Kerbal Space Program at the same time, I have been thinking of the new James Webb Telescope, and that it would be kind of fun to try and build a replica of it in Kerbal Space Program and fly that out into space somewhere. And yeah, let's go launch, and then let's see where we are in our orbit. Although this rocket doesn't need to be in any specific orbit, because this one is just going into an orbit around the Earth. I actually don't have anything in a polar orbit, so I could put this in a polar orbit. Why not? So I have this. Yeah, why not? Let's go for a polar orbit. Hopefully I have enough fuel for that, but I think I do. And from here I suspect if they were to launch things from here in a polar orbit, which is not done, they actually fly that from the Vandenberg launch complex. I think it's called the Vandenberg, and this is the Kennedy Space Center, and then the Vandenberg is on the west coast, so they launch it from here somewhere, I think, and then they launch it southwards. But we are gonna launch it north, going from here, which, like I said, you would not do this in real life because it's very dangerous, because we are just gonna be flying. Well, to begin with, now we are gonna be flying over water for a bit, but we're also gonna drop some shit. Oh well, we're probably actually gonna drop these in the water or over the water, but we might drop the next stage. We're probably gonna drop that somewhere over Canada. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Good thing is nobody lives here on this planet except for me, it seems like. So no harm, no foul. We ain't killing nobody. I think there is a mod though. I don't remember what it's called, but I know there is some mod that at least puts some housing and buildings and stuff around the Space Center. And I think there's a mod that also puts buildings and stuff like all around the planet. But yeah, it does look like we are gonna ditch the first set of boosters at least in the water. I don't know what this is, what this like ocean is called. I think this is just part of the Atlantic. And then down here is like the Mexican Gulf, I think, is just this. I think at least. I don't know. I ain't no scientist. Just like flying shit. It's my new word of the day. I like flying shit. Okay, this is flying pretty well, so I'm just gonna time warp through some of this. Because I know flying up relays are not the most fun thing to watch. Holy shit. And there we switched to orbit. Gonna point this around here. And just keep on going. You are curious. Downloading a lot of stuff on my PlayStation because I got a 4 terabyte hard drive. Damn! You got that for Christmas. Congrats. I still only have half a terabyte and I've been wanting to expand that for like years. Just never gotten around to it. Oh. You're downloading 51 different things at the same time? But why though? That seems inefficient. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. Oh, you're currently... I read curious. I don't get though. Was there a question to that, or did you just want to share with me that you have a big ass hard drive for your PS4? If you're wondering if this game is available on PS4, I can tell you that it is. I haven't played that version of the game though, but I would really like to try it out because I know that the PlayStation version, or the console version, because it's on both PlayStation and Xbox, I know that version also, it has a launch site in the stock game that you can't get on a PC. Or there's probably a mod for it, but it's not in the stock game anyhow. And it's a launch site on the moon. And I am very jealous of people playing on console to be able to launch things from the moon, because that just seems awesome to be able to do that. Our app access is getting quite high, But I'm fine with that, because I want this thing to be in a high orbit anyways. So I thought, why not just blast the thing out? Oh, damn! We got like 8-9 Gs of acceleration there. Damn. I've had a problem for quite a long time now with not having enough thrust on my on the later stages in my rockets, but now it seems like I'm going the opposite way, which might just be a good thing. Batman Arkham Knight DLC packs. So that's what you're downloading. I haven't played any of the Batman games. I did see, I don't remember who it was, but I did see someone streaming it for a while back. And I'm sorry for not remembering who it was. But it was someone on Senta that was streaming it. And it seemed like it was pretty good, gotta say. Pretty nice game. Pretty nice game. Like 8 out of 10. And that's good. Sad that I don't remember who it was. Okay, let's see. How big of an orbit do we want this to be in now? I'm thinking at least 5. What would this be? 5,000 kilometers. At least that height. So let's go around and see if we can. Yeah, we definitely have enough to circularize this. Could probably put it in a much bigger orbit. So why not? Let's maybe go for, I think this is 10. Let's try and go for a little bit over that. Maybe it'll be an elliptical orbit and not a circular one. Just because I'm pushing it a little bit with the amount of fuel that I have. But we're gonna try anyways. Oh, and I got a new message. I'm gonna be downloading more than just 51 things. I have a lot of discs that also need downloading, so I'm literally gonna be downloading for days and my internet will be garbage. That sucks. I have to be honest and say that I have never had that problem, because I've never downloaded that many things at once. Okay, I think it looks like this orbit is a bit above the orbit of that thing. Let's set that as target and see. Yeah, okay, we are over that. So we're definitely not in any crisis that we're gonna hit it or anything. I don't think we would anyways, but you never know. You never know. I think even when I got my new computer, I didn't download everything at once. I just downloaded like one game at a time anyways. Probably because I just basically play one game at a time. Okay, let's press new, open, and let's see. Deep Space Relay. I think this was the one. Yes, this is the one. Don't need the magnetometer boom on it anymore, so I'm gonna remove that. And I think that also means that we do not need those batteries, and that's also gonna make it a little bit lighter, so you can hopefully put it in the perfect orbit. Save that and launch. Oh, you're gonna try the hard drive you got for your PS4 on the PS5. That is awesome. I mean, I have no idea actually if that would work. It feels like it would be nice if it works, but also I think at least for the PS4. Oh, and of course we ran out of electricity. So I'm going to be cheating. But it's only to get us flying. Put that off again. But yeah, I think I think since they got the PlayStation 3, they haven't been backwards compatible with earlier games, which sucks. But then again, maybe that's changed, because I think I heard something about the PS5 being backwards compatible with like the normal disc games. So you should be able to put them in the PS4 ones in a PS5 and play them. But I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, the staging is correct. Good. Stage. And away with the solid rocket boosters. And here comes the fun part. Waiting. But if I got that correct, you're gonna try your new hard drive with a PS5. Is that correct? That would be awesome. So then I could just take... Because I'm probably gonna get a bigger hard drive for my PS4 at some point. And that's probably gonna be before I get a PS5. I just talked today actually with a friend about that I'm probably not gonna get a PS5 for quite a while. But I still want to get one day. But I'm focusing on getting that bigger hard drive for the PS4 first. And then it would be nice to just take all my progress and stuff in different games and put that onto the PS5. Yeah, I think you're correct there. With the downloading, I'm fairly sure that I know I have done it with the PS3. I don't remember if I done it with the PS4. But I know that I tried installing, what was it, GTA 5 and some other game. I wanted to install, it was Mafia 2 maybe. Yeah, because I had played Mafia 2, but I wanted to reinstall it. So I started up the Mafia 2 and then I put in the GTA 5 disc to try and install them both at the same time and get the updates and stuff. But that did not work too well. 1.2 degrees off, not too bad. But we can make it better. And I need to be pointing a bit more upwards, because we are losing time to apoapse very quickly. Okay, we are just making it worse now. So just focus on that time to apoapse. Come on. Okay. Well, yeah, gonna have to tell me about that, about how it went when he has tried. Because now you got me all curious and stuff. Oh yeah, and I just remembered that I have not placed these on an action group on this rocket. I think we'll wait until this stage is burnt out before opening the solar panels, because we are technically still in the atmosphere. The atmosphere stops and starts at 140 kilometers, so we still have 5 kilometers to go. And now we're in space, technically. Now we can extend these. Make sure we get that power at some point. I think I built this rocket a little bit too good, so I think that we might, yeah, we are probably gonna get this thing into orbit a little bit too easily, because I don't want to carry this stage that I'm on right now into orbit. That would be bad, because then we'd have space debris, and I don't like space debris. I'm gonna be pointing upwards a bit, because we are gonna need the height anyway. I want to get it to at least 400 kilometers. I will not take the risk of breaking my PS5 or hard drive, because both of those are pretty expensive. Yes, they are. Of course, the PS5 is much more expensive, but that's also to be expected. Yes, it is. And I think that's like the biggest reason why I want to wait with getting a PS5. Because I know it has been the same with all the PlayStations, maybe except for the PS1. But basically with all of them, it's been the same thing. They come out with a version, say this is the new PS5 or this is the new PS4, and it's awesome, and we're not gonna make any changes to it. And then 2-3 years later, or just 1-2 years later, they're like, oh, well, we have made this version, which is a lot better, a lot quicker, and it costs less. And it's also smaller. So I think I'll just wait until the like slim version of it comes out or something. And I'm gonna stop the burning here. Leave those 600 meters per second in that stage. Sucks that we can't have those, but it's for the best. Let's see, how do we change? Oh no, wrong way. Gonna try and change our angle as we get our orbit circular. And now we got height of 500 instead of 400 like I said. But it just happened. I didn't really mean to do it. There we go. This don't have to be correct though. And now let's see, I think we need to burn somewhere around here. And that is gonna put us on an orbit that is smaller than Earth, yes. Let's drag that out a little bit. Somewhere around there I think is a good orbit. Time warp up to that, and I'm just gonna do the whole burn in one take now. Normally I would do multiple burns, because it's such a long burn. But I just don't really feel like it. Okay, 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Divide that into 2 will be 1 minute. No, I'm sorry, 3 minutes and 25 seconds. So let's time warp up to that. Overdid it a little bit, but it is fine. We're gonna get there anyways. I hope. We can actually do this. Or maybe, yeah, put it like that. Now we have a nice view to look at for a little bit. And I think it's a good plan to not risk breaking your PS5 or the hard drive. Why is your friend gonna take that risk though? And by the way, how would your PS5 or your hard drive break if you connect them? It feels like nothing, either it works or just nothing happens. So a dude that destroyed me on Red Dead Online has 23 platinum trophies, which is unbelievably impressive. I don't know how impressive that is, because I don't play much Red Dead Online. Okay, but they have gone missing. Well, isn't that a good thing? Then you don't have to deal with them. That's what I'm thinking. If it's someone you know or have like had a lot of interactions with, then I can understand it. But they just like fuck you up. Screw that one. Now we just need to time warp until we are here, and now we can put that into a retrograde. The KSP, we have that there, and now we're gonna burn and see if we can circularize this, at least somewhat circularize it. It's not gonna be perfect, but I think it's gonna be helpful having these relays out here, even though they can't have connection all the time. But they have connection at least some of the time. It's better than nothing. Oh, 23 platinum trophies on PlayStation Network. I'm still not really sure how good that is. Maybe I just haven't gotten a single one, and that's why. Don't you get those when you have like completed a whole game? made it like 100%. Then you get a platinum for that. Okay, so we didn't really get to circularize it, but I did get this probe or relay to kind of exactly where I wanted it to be. Now we have one in between Earth and Mars, kind of closer to Earth than Mars, but still, and we have one between Earth and Venus. Now it is time to try and go to the moon. And this is gonna be interesting, because I want to land at least one Kerbal. Because I don't think I have the lander can thing. So I think I want to try and land... Yeah, land one Kerbal and then get them back. We're probably gonna do a direct descent profile. Could use this and take two, but nah. I think we're gonna go with one. Just so we can keep it as small and hopefully as alive as possible when re-entering. And since we don't really need to care about money, what is this surface scanning module? Oh, it's that thing. I don't know what this thing does. It tells you about the surface, but I don't really know what you need that info for. Anyhow, we're not gonna put that many things up here. Just gonna place in these, and then we're gonna have some solar panels. Gonna take 4, have them up here, and then build a rocket with all the science experiments and stuff underneath here. And I'm gonna put a scientist in there, because I'm gonna want to bring all the science experiments that I can, and I might want to redo some of the experiments as well. And right below here is where the experiments could be, but I don't think we're gonna have them there actually. I regret what I just said. We're gonna do something different. Gonna see how much delta V does this have. 1,400. Okay, that's technically not enough, but I think I know what I'm gonna do. So what I'm thinking is that we're gonna build a stage below here, which will have the science experiments and stuff, and also is gonna be the lander stage, basically. So under this we will put a little tank. And then we're gonna have 4 of these, maybe? Not like that though, but like this. Something like that. We can drag those down a little bit. And then just have one Terrier engine. Or 4 of these small ones. That has a little bit better thrust, so I think I'll go with that. And then we're gonna have landing legs on the outside. And then, like I said, we're gonna put all the science experiments and stuff on this. Gonna have one here, and that one there. that one there. Do we have any more? We do have the mystery goose as well. Gonna put 2 of those on there. And I think that's it. No, we need the magnetometer boom as well. Want to have that on there. And I think that's basically all we need. So the plan is that this will be the landing stage, and then this is also going to help us go into orbit, at least some of it. Some of the orbits. Yeah. Okay, I just need to think through this one more time to know that I'm not forgetting anything. You earn a platinum trophy for getting all the trophies in some games, which takes a lot of determination and effort. Okay, yeah. Then I kind of understood what it was. Because I don't think I've gotten a single trophy like that. Because I just, after a while in a game, I just feel like, what am I doing? Why am I wasting my life on this? And then I give up. Which I feel is the best way. Okay. Okay, gonna think through this one more time. We do have something providing power. We don't have any storage for the power though. Probably don't need it because we're not gonna transmit anything. We might need an antenna anyways. So I'm gonna put 2 antennas on here to keep us connected. We have all the science experiments, right? We just don't have that one, but that one measures atmosphere, which the moon does not have. Could place out some of these things and gain some science over time, but I think I should not do that right now. If you should go through the pain and suffering of getting all the achievements on Payday 2. I can just tell you this. I've been playing Payday 2 for about, I would say, 4 or 5 years. About 3 years on PC and 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. Actually, 3 years, I think, on console. And in those 3 years that I've played on PC, I have about half of them. And I have actually tried getting some of them. And yeah, I'm just gonna say that. It took me 3 years to get half of them. And I have half-assedly tried getting them. So I say the choice is yours, but I would not recommend trying to get them all. Because it's gonna be hard. It's gonna take a lot of time. It's not gonna be all fun and games. It's not even gonna be any fun. Can barely be called gaming sometimes because you have to do some weird shit. Some seriously weird shit. Okay, so this stage is not even big enough to take me to the moon. I thought it would be because it's kind of big, but no, it's not. Okay, so we're gonna have to expand this stage, I think, or maybe just go with a different engine. No, we're gonna go with the Poodle engine, but we're gonna have to expand it. I would like a little bit more than that. think maybe I can change that part. That's gonna make it longer though, but yeah, okay, I'm gonna go with that, and then we're gonna plunk on some of these up here at the top. There we go. This rocket is gonna look weird. Yes. I thought there was a version of this engine that was smaller, but no, apparently not. Okay. Because we don't have a fairing that really fits in here. We're gonna have to improvise a little bit. It's gonna look quite weird. I think it's gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. Because now the upper stage is too big. Okay. I think we could probably just drag these inwards a little bit. As long as we can reach all of our science experiments, I think it's okay. That should be good enough. We can take these inwards a little bit as well. Now, hopefully that is good enough. Build fairing. I would say though, coming back to the Payday 2 things, that some of the achievements are actually quite fun. Like for instance, I did one yesterday. Why did I say that so weird? I did one yesterday that I think was really fun actually, which is doing the mall crasher in stealth. You don't get a separate achievement for it, but if you're not really good at doing stuff loud, then doing it on death sentence 1 down, you can do it stealth, and it's not meant to be done stealth really, so it's really weird in the end, because normally you get picked up by a chopper that like crushes the roof and then picks you up and you go out of there, and doing that in stealth when nobody knows what's happening, and then all of a sudden the roof, like the glass in the ceiling, is just shatters down and everybody's just like walking around not doing much. It's a bit weird, but it was fun. JP, I'm a guy who has a lot of free time. Good to know. Over 100 achievements. And that I'm crazy even suggesting to try it. 100 achievements. What are you talking about? 100 achievements. No. Try over 1,000. Over 1,100. I think it's 1,300 and something. Or maybe it's even 1,400. And they keep adding shit. So yeah, if you thought it was 100, then I'm gonna have to say I'm sorry, but you don't know what you're getting into. Although I just realized that you might be talking about Payday on console, and I have no idea how many there is on console. So sorry if you're talking about that and I'm looking like a jerk right now, because I don't know what I'm talking about. But on PC at least, it is a fuck ton. And yes, I think it's 1,400 something. No, 1,300. Could actually just check that now. The amounts of achievements. Oh no, it was only 1261. But still, it's a couple. Okay, so there's 100 on console. Yeah, yeah. Although, it's console. So it's not that much in comparison. I mean, yeah, it's still a bunch, but not that much. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, I'm gonna make many stages to this, because I think we are gonna need them. These are both gonna be upper stages, so I'm gonna have stages below these. And now we're gonna have to build the rocket itself, if you would. So this stage probably needs to be smaller. Even smaller than that? Damn. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's just not gonna fly. I'm gonna have to have at least 3 of those. So I guess the thrust will just be that bad. And now we are gonna have to build some side boosters to this thing, and we are gonna need a whole bunch. Because we are right now... Just need this stage. I think it is. No, I need this stage to get up there. Before here we only have 2,800 meters per second right now. Yeah, why not? I usually go for 4 around. Okay, that doesn't fit. So not 8, but we could probably go with 6. Yeah, we can fit 6 in here. Let's just make sure that we have struts on everything. Oh, damn. That doesn't have struts means this doesn't have struts, and this needs to have struts. We need that auto strutting on especially all of the middle parts of this huge fucking tower. Okay, gonna drag those up there and these down here. So this has a decent amount of thrust so far. We are, of course, gonna put some fuel lines in here and in there. So we could probably build this up at least a little bit. And I think that'll be enough for this stage when it comes to height. But not when it comes to width. So we're gonna build it outwards a lot more because we are gonna need to. So what I'm thinking is that we will just, for simplicity's sake, we're just gonna take more of the same stages and keep on adding them on the outside. Okay, there we go. Those 6, that one, and those 6 starts, then that is the outer layer. Yes, they decouple, and then they decouple. Yes, 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 yes. And it seems like we are gonna need more than this. Because it's this stage. Okay, so up to this stage we need to have what is now like 10,000 meters per second. So we need way more than we already have. So I guess Just put another pair on here. We're up to 7 now. And now it feels like it's becoming a bit weird that we don't have anything in the middle here. I think on this stage I'll actually just take this, place it on the side here, and I knew it was gonna turn like that. But I guess it's just gonna have to be like that. Okay. Or no, you wait. You know what? I'm gonna do it like this. Gonna take it down to 1. Place 1 on here. Then we duplicate this. Take 2. Aha! And then we will take out the solid fuel in these on the sides and only have it on the middle one. And now we can take this again. Game just froze, which means we are getting somewhere. It's good. Place them on there. Now this feels like it should be enough. But is it? I still don't know. I think all the staging is fucked as well. So we probably should fix the staging first. Those are the most outer ones. Gonna be in here. Those 12. And also those 6 need to be there. Yes. And then the ones on the next stage. Yeah, that's correct. And the next stage. That's correct. Okay. So up to here we now have 8,700. We're gonna name this Moon Return Mission. But this still means we don't have enough. We could keep on adding things on the outside. But I think that's just not productive at this point. So maybe might have an idea. If we take all of this off, I'm gonna put that on again. Of course we are. Then we'll make this stage one step longer or taller. Then we duplicate this. Except for that most upper stage. We can make 6 of those. Then we drag that down, so this is just one stage, and then drag them in a little bit. And since these don't have to decouple, can only put some nose cones on this thing. And then we will reattach this and just wait for the lag spike now. Yes. Frozen game. Perfect. I think that's where I need to place them. Yes, that was correct. And we are still short of about 1,000 meters per second. think what we'll do is that we will take this and we'll take off this, place on this here instead. There we go. Don't know why it laid itself down flat like that, but okay. Just gonna zoom out to see. Looks correct, yes. Then we'll go in here again. Duplicate that. Try to zoom out without crashing the game. It is struggling. And then place this out here. We have the fuel line going in there, yes. And we probably have some loose fuel lines on these as well. Yeah, I can see the knob there. Don't need that. Probably one of those as well. But that's not the most important thing. Can probably do without it. Those fire, those fire, those fire, yes. And now comes the staging of everything. It's gonna be interesting. Those need to be in the same, yes. Those are gonna be in the same stage, yes. And those ones, I think, yes. Those and those, same ones as those. That engine is gonna start from the beginning though. And then we have those. That touches, that touches, that touches, that touches, and we are good. Okay, so I think we're done now with the rocket building. It doesn't look pretty. I have no idea if it's gonna work. But what the heck? It might. We can always try. But just for safekeeping, and because I always like to have a pair of solid rocket boosters or solid fuel boosters on, we are gonna place some on here. No. Get those back. There we go. Why not? Let's make it a double pair. And the game crashed. Wonderful. I haven't had that many crashes, but I think it crashes more often now than it did before, just because I in general build rockets with way more parts now.